this brand new album. I've been able to take a listen to it over the last couple of days, and it is an absolutely amazing album.
Well, thank you for that. It's very nice of you. We worked on it quite a bit, So
yeah. So I've got to ask. It had been a few years between Death Dealer albums. What triggered you guys getting back together to work on this new album?
Well, honestly, after the second album, we always said we're going to keep making records because the band really clicks live and together. So when we were off doing other things, I was off with Russ the Boss Band, and Sean was doing Sweet Tremors, and Cage, and Stu was doing Night Legion and a bunch of stuff. So, but we figured now is the time to finish this record. Especially with the pandemic, we had the time and the wherewithal to finish the record. So we finished, and the results are. A lot of it was done to begin with, and we just said now's the time to put it out.
Yep. How difficult was it to write and record an album in the middle of a pandemic? Because so many bands have just written off this year and not done anything. How difficult was it to record and write during a pandemic?
Well, honestly, it's easy because we're a multi-continent band. Stuart lives in Sydney. Sean and Steve live in the West Coast, and Mike and I are in the East Coast here.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new for bands now these days. To have people all over the place and record. So in the downtime, the amazing news about Death Dealer is that not only are we putting out Conquered Lands November 13th, is that I'm working on Death Dealer 4 right now.
Awesome.
We're working on Death Dealer 4, and we have Death Dealer 5 in the can.
Yep, that is amazing.
So, Stu and Sean are the main songwriters. I put in my stuff because I have my own band. But Death Dealer is great, and the new record, and I can tell you 4 is a killer. But Conquered Lands is an amazing record, and we're going to have, by the time the bands are ready to tour, we're going to be able to tour on 2 records.
Yeah. I was going to ask that. That must be the weirdest part of the pandemic for you, bringing out an album and not being able to tour straight away. How has that felt for you, and have they kind of given you a timeline about when you may be able to tour again?
Well, I can only tell you about my band, Russ the Boss Band, who's been to Australia twice.
Yeah.
Very successfully. I could say that we booked. I booked for RTB. I booked Spain and Portugal in May.
Okay.
Next May, right? And I'm thinking it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
The way Europe is now, they just locked down again. I'm thinking it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, and then I have next summer, I have Sweden Rock, I have Big Gun in Russia, I have all these festivals. I don't know when it's going to happen. But
yep.
My record came on March 6th when the whole thing hit. So I have a brand new record that we haven't toured on.
Yeah.
On the fire. And so I don't everything is up in the air. But the only thing that's not up in the air is the talented musicians making music.
Yeah.
Okay? And we will we are not stopping. Okay? We are moving forward with the music, and we have a lot of time to concentrate on this stuff, and we're enthused. We're definitely energized by making music, and I think you can hear it. And of course, there's a lot of frustration with the whole industry being down. There's no touring, there's no sound company, there's no merchandising, but we're finding ways of doing things. And Sean is an amazing merchandiser, and we put together some incredible packages to sell. And the Warrior Pack, the album, the vinyl, the T-shirts, the sweatshirts. We got other stuff. We have hats. Plus, there's going to be a whole bunch of more stuff. Maybe like a Marvel comic figurine of Sean. I'm telling him to do that, or maybe to figure on the artwork, with that dealer. And so, I mean, with the bad, there's good.
Yeah.
You know, instead of brooding on the bad part of it, we're trying to be upbeat about it and positive with the music. The music is amazing. I can tell you that. You know.
Oh yeah.
Because we're incapable of putting out bad records. I mean, and we won't do it because we have so much good vibes built up with the metal fans, and you know, we won't fail.
Yeah.
We won't fail. Failure is not an option. So, I mean, Death Dealer 1 was amazing. Death Dealer 2. Now, this one, Conquered Lands. Did you see the new video? We just released it.
I did, yes. And I was going to say, I'm absolutely in love with the track Running with the Wolves. And I was going to talk about the
Running
energy.
With the Wolves is amazing. Yeah, and it's like, I could have seen that song in the 80s. But, I mean, it's a great tune. It's catchy. I mean, it shows the band in front of all, like, the thousands of Eastern European metal fans when we were there. And so, I mean, you know, it gives you a chill up your spine to see that, you know, and that's what it's like. That's what we're going to have again. That's what we want to do again.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that's driving us, because we're going to be back. Believe me, I'm going to be back. Death Dealer is going to be back. You know, and it's a great thing. Basically.
Yeah, Sean's vocals on this album just go absolutely through the roof. Were you blown away with what he delivered this time around?
Yes, I think Sean really topped himself. He is an incredible singer with an amazing range and an amazing imagination. He's got an amazing imagination with his lyrics. And, you know, I can't... I'm very, very pleased with him, you know, and he's, whatever he thinks of, he does it, you know what I mean? He's got an incredible, between him and Stu, they have incredible, like, song titles and stuff, and, you know, I throw in song titles and lyrical lines, and so, I mean, we have a great band, a great chemistry, and, you know, we're really looking forward to playing. Plus, with our new bass player, Mike LePond, to me, he's one of the greatest bass players in all of metal, in all of rock.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, he's up there with John Entwistle and Steve Harris and Jack Bruce and guys like that. Geezer Butler. I mean, he's a phenomenal bass player. So I'm really, you know, it's a great band now. So like 3/5 of Ross the Boss band is in Death Dealer.
Tell us a little bit about the artwork as well, because the artwork on the album is absolutely amazing. I'm looking at it right now, and it's one of the best pieces of artwork I've seen in years. Tell us a little bit about the artist and what you think of the artwork as well.
All right, the artist is Dusan Markovic, and he's Eastern European. He's an incredible artist. I've known him for a while. I mean, he's a great guy, and he is an amazing imagination to think of that stuff. And that the detail that he comes with it's really something to see.
Yep.
You know, and we tell him like what we want, and it's like, okay, a week later, 2 weeks later, yeah.
Yep.
This is what we, you know, and it's like, wow, it's amazing, you know. So it's like scary almost if you look at it. So we're really excited with it.
Yeah, I want it up on my wall as soon as I can. I also have to ask, with this album, it has turned out to be such an amazing album. What were you guys hoping to achieve with this album? Like, were you looking to go to that next level and just really blow everybody away with this?
Well, that's obviously that's what we want to do every single time. Any artist that puts out a record, we want to, of course, make it to the next level. And this band, Death Dealer, is pretty much unknown in the world, only to the great, to you guys. I mean, there's a lot of people that know us, but they're pretty much an unknown quantity. We want to go to the next level, especially on the touring scene. That's going to be the first thing. We want to. Obviously, we want to. That's next.
Yep.
That has to be next.
And I guess all of our listeners out there now are going to want to know as well, when can we expect Death Dealer 4 and Death Dealer 5? You mentioned that they're pretty much ready to go, so when can we expect those? Will you space them out a little bit?
Well, the four is I'm recording it now.
Yep.
I'm recording wet parts now, so it'll be ready when the band finally tours, which who knows when. Probably next year or the year after that. I can't tell you when the touring scene is going to start again.
Yep.
It's disastrous. It's a disastrous situation. A lot of people, tons of people are out of work, not making any money, struggling, and I think it's the last business that's going to come back because it's live, and that people have to come together. People have to be, on top of each other, and so, we will have Death Dealer 4 and 3 together.
Awesome. Well, mate, I know we are running out of time very, very quickly, so before I go, I'd love to ask, is there anything you would like to say to your fans out there before they sit down and take a listen to Conquered Lands in November?
Just love the record. We're only going to release 3 songs to the rip-off Spotify, and and then if you want the rest of the album, you're going to have to buy it. The old-fashioned way, like buying shit, you're going to have to do it. So, the way to support the band is by buying shit.
Definitely.
And that's the only way we're going to come around. Okay? So the metal bands and all the rock bands are going to have to, we want to come, but, we can't, it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen for free.
Definitely. Well, mate, you have delivered an absolutely fantastic album, and we can't wait to see you back in Australia when everything opens back up again.
Well, listen, I'm waiting to go back to Metal Melbourne.
Well, we're opening up right now.
I only have great memories of Australia. Believe me.
Awesome.
RTB had a great 2 tours.
Well, we cannot wait to see you here. We're actually just opening back up now. We're coming out of lockdown, so hopefully very, very soon we will have live shows again.
Okay, great. I hope so. Believe me.
Awesome.
No one hopes for it more than me.
Awesome, mate. Well, thank you so much for chatting to us. It's been an absolute honor as normal.
Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you, mate. You have a great day.
Okay. See you soon one day.
See you soon, mate. Bye.